Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. A masked person in the park placed Bonnie's headshot against a brick wall and covered her face with a red X. Kate and Seth Burns got into a phone argument about Bonnie's accident at the Brady pub. Kate assured Seth that the hospital's possible culpability would be covered by the insurance. She kept arguing with him about the safety procedures until she lost patience and informed him that she would cut off contact if he still wanted to go on the show. Joy went up to Kate after she had hung up and inquired about the issue. Joy was shocked when Kate revealed that Bonnie had nearly died after falling down the elevator shaft. Joy and Kate sat at a table and Kate told her about the accident, which had happened after the elevator's safety mat was taken off. Kate growled that at least Joy and Alex hadn't been irresponsible on a set where a stunt had just been done, while Joy fretted about Alex. Joy did not believe Bonnie was at fault. So who is? Kate posed a challenge. According to Joy, Kate was victim-blaming. Kate wanted to hear what Joy thought, but she argued Bonnie had some responsibility. Joy's accusation against Chanel was deemed a bit of a stretch by Kate. Joy informed Kate that Chanel had abruptly resigned, necessitating a hurried rewrite and a hurriedly assembled stunt. The elevator shaft wouldn't have been empty if it weren't for Chanel. Admire Days, B&B, General Hospital, or other soap operas. Participate in the discussion on our SC boards. To interact with fans and start a conversation right away, click here. The last person anyone would blame would be Chanel, Kate argued. She pondered the true cause of Joy's anger. Joy acknowledged that after Chanel hit her for real during their scene, she was upset with her. The revelation took Kate by surprise, but Joy reassured her that she wouldn't lodge an HR complaint. Joy was simply sick of bearing the brunt of Chanel's mistreatment, which led to the dissolution of Chanel and Johnny's marriage. Joy went on to say that she had no interest in Johnny at all. She was in a relationship with Alex. As Joy's supervisor, Kate reassured her that she had no issues with the relationship, yet, as a friend, she wanted to advise Joy to be cautious of any on-set conflict in the event of a breakup. Joy promised that even if they ended things, she and Alex would still be total pros. However, since Joy had arrived in town, Alex had been the only person who had continued to be supportive and friendly. Joy revealed, "I've never felt safer with anyone than I do with him. A heart is most vulnerable when it's worn on its sleeve, so protect it," Kate cautioned, acknowledging Joy's affection for Alex. Joy said she wanted to see how Bonnie and Alex were doing and thanked Kate for the guidance. Stephanie told Alex about her split from Philip when she was in the hospital. She just mentioned that Philip had reminded her of the reasons behind their initial breakup, without going into specifics. Stephanie was relieved that it had ended before she got too involved, but Alex expressed his condolences. She began by saying that if it weren't for something, she never would have been engaged with Philip. She said when Alex asked her to respond. Alex questioned his involvement in Stephanie's choice to date Philip. He asked her to be honest with him, but she tried to brush it off and go. She acknowledged that she wasn't prepared to break up with Alex. He admitted that he hadn't wanted to cut off their communication either. When Stephanie questioned Alex about why he hadn't spoken out before, Alex assumed it was for the same reason. Alex and Stephanie both acknowledged that they had waited because they thought the other was moving on. Stephanie talked about the time she witnessed Alex and Joy depart on New Year's Eve. It had been simpler to do the same with Philip because she had thought they were hooking up. Reluctantly, Alex acknowledged that he had slept with Joy that evening. Joy and he had only shared a bed once, Alex hastily added, and that was only because they were both upset. Stephanie was amazed at how her and Alex's miscommunications had brought them to other individuals. If Alex was still seeing Joy, she inquired. Even though Joy and he had been spending more time together, Alex claimed that if he had understood Stephanie's genuine feelings, he would have slowed it down right away. Because both Stephanie and he worked for body and soul, he simply wasn't sure if they could ever be a pair. After taking a look, Stephanie said, "What if I wasn't?" She went on to explain that she would resign from her position as the show's publicist. Because he didn't want Stephanie to give up her profession for him, Alex objected to the proposal. Stephanie reasoned that the program could afford to lose her much more than it could lose Alex in his well-liked role because she had many other clients. Although he was moved that Stephanie would leave the program for him, Alex refused to accept the offer. Stephanie reaffirmed her longing for Alex. She thought the risk was well worth her decision. Even though Alex missed Stephanie, he was still concerned about what would happen to them and the program if things didn't work out. Stephanie was starting to feel overwhelmed by the show's issues, which she thought she couldn't resolve. They were also preventing her from seeing Alex. Joy hurried over with flowers in hand and gave him a hug, interrupting Stephanie's talk with Alex as she was about to take a chance. She invited Alex to go to Bonnie's room with her and inquired about Bonnie. Joy turned to ask Stephanie if she wanted to go see Bonnie too, but Stephanie pleaded that she had to return to work. After Alex and Joy went to Bonnie's room, he followed Joy, and he and Stephanie looked at one another. Joy later returned after seeing Bonnie after Alex and voiced her surprise at Bonnie's state. Joy acknowledged that she enjoyed working on set solely with Bonnie and Alex, and that after Bonnie's accident, she had only Alex. She gave Alex a hug and said she couldn't have survived the recent struggles without him. He was uneasy and unsure. Abe saw Kayla at her office in a different area of the hospital. "How was Bonnie doing?" he inquired. Kayla told Abe that Bonnie had a favorable long-term prognosis, but she was unable to provide specifics. Bonnie just would not be able to go back to work in the near future. "I've been royally screwed," Abe sighed. Accusing Leo of being missing when the show needed all hands on deck, Abe took blame for the mishap. Abe bemoaned the fact that he could not afford to miss another day of work. Kayla wishes she could be of assistance. "Perhaps you can," a smiling Abe answered. Kayla instantly objected and reminded Abe that she had already turned down his suggestion that she play Cassandra in place of Bonnie. Kayla was then reminded by Abe of her outstanding achievement during her undercover mission with Steve. Kaya defended the fact that her life had been on the line in that circumstance. And in the present, Abe responded, the livelihoods of Body and Soul's cast and crew depended on it. Abe begged Kayla and reaffirmed that the show could not suffer any more setbacks. Kayla appeared to soften before saying, quite plainly, hard pass. Abe persisted in persuading Kayla about her familiarity with industry lingo and her early aspirations to become a television personality. Kayla maintained that she was unable to leave her patients. Abe promised that they will start looking for a more permanent recast right away. Kayla warned that she might be awful. "You'll do it flawlessly," Abe shot back. Kayla subsequently left Steve a voicemail with her interesting news. In the hospital waiting room, she noticed Stephanie. Kayla went over to ask her daughter what was wrong after noticing that Stephanie appeared to be deep in contemplation. Stephanie blamed the events involving Body and Soul for her mood. Kayla felt Stephanie was unaware of the most recent developments in that area. Kayla meekly added, "You're looking at the newest, most reluctant cast member." She told Stephanie about Abe's guilt trip, but she also acknowledged that she enjoyed working with her girl on the project. Stephanie said that would be great with a hesitant smile.